Welcome to flutechats.com, a flute podcast with host Viviana Guzman.
I'm Viviana Guzman, and I'm here at the National Flute Convention 2011, and I'm so honored, deeply honored, to have as my guest this afternoon Carol Wincenc, the one and only. Welcome.
Thank you. It's wonderful, Viviana.
Oh, it's my pleasure to have you here. So I wanted to start by just asking a little brief synopsis. If you can be brief with your tremendous biography. Just how you started with the flute and how it all got started.
Well, I grew up in a very musical family, and because my father was a symphony conductor and my mother pianist, so they were all about community music, even though he was the first concertmaster of the Buffalo Philharmonic, and he decided to start his 3 orchestras. So I grew up with that giving to the community, and I'm a true mix of both parents. My father couldn't wait to get on the podium, and he was Mr. Music, and my mother was more inward and a more inner life musician. And so my wish was to be able to play in the band. So that was sort of addressing the community thing. And I think the flute also it was alluring. It's very sleek and beautiful. And then it turns out that my name, Carol, when I was in 7th grade, or fifth grade, I decided to find out what did the word carol mean. So I looked it up in the dictionary, and if you look at the term carol, it comes from the Old French chorale and a song of joy, and aulus, which is the double Greek flute, the 2 flutes, the aulus, So choralus is sort of the origins, and it means song of joy and playing the flute. How amazing is that? Oh my gosh, amazing. So, needless to say, dance did not win out because I was dancing, and so I stayed with the flute, and that was that. And I graduated from high school early so I could go to Italy and study with Gonzaloni. And then I went to Oberlin Manhattan School and Juilliard, and then St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, and won the Naumburg, and boom, that was that. And saw you, and we were together at Marlborough. So, it's just been this voyage of music, and I've loved it. And I love the sort of ambassadoress Chamber of Commerce element to it as well. So in my father's tradition, I've felt very much that collaboration is something that I really love and am most happiest when I'm in collaboration. So.
Right. Beautiful. Wow. And can you tell us a little bit about upcoming projects, any new CDs or anything right now?
Well, it's interesting that I just had this 40th anniversary, this Ruby anniversary, and so I was able to, through the generosity of a wonderful couple that helped support Chamber Music Society of Lincoln Center, Linda and Stuart Nelson, they commissioned 4 new works, and I commissioned the other 2 by Joan Tower, Jake Heggie, Thea Musgrave, and I also commissioned Andrea Clearfield and Jonathan Berger, and the other one is Shihui Chen from Rice University. And they're a mix of chamber music. One's a chamber concerto. One became a flute concerto by Jake Heggie. So that whole 40th anniversary generated amazing things. And I also used my trio with Nancy Allen and Cynthia Phelps, our trio Les Amis, and we have concerts, and I continue with the New York Woodwind Quintet, and I teach at Juilliard and Stony Brook, and raising my son, who is now 18, and he's quite a musician himself, and a singer-songwriter, and quite the rock band guy, and a model as well. He's in Vogue, yeah. Wow. Yeah. So anyway, it's been an interesting life for these last couple of years. I just, though, completed an accompanying second flute part to Opus 15 of Anderson Etudes, which was a huge project and something I've been really wanting to do, because with Moïse, with my studies with Moïse, he used to play along or improvise or make us sing it or be able to play the skeletal line of the etudes, because they're highly musical, little gems. And so I created a second flute part, and it was so difficult. I can't tell you. I mean, very challenging, because harmonically, Anderson would take these funny turns and things like that. So that's just going to come out in a month. It was almost ready for this convention. And let's see, upcoming projects. Yes, our trio, our Les Amis trio, is going to do our first internet recording. You know, so that's this whole internet thing is what's so exciting.
It is. I found it liberating.
Yeah, great. Paperless, right?
Wonderful. What can you give advice to young students, young aspiring flutists out there? Some words of wisdom.
Well, just coming right now from the Young Artist Competition, which I was supposed to be a juror for, but because two of my students were in the finals, I just feel that if there's a gift there, I mean, a recognizable, unique gift, it's so important to just make the music and be in union with the music. You know, that you're really at that level when you're so you know, at the highest possible level and wish to achieve that, you have to really submit to the fact that you're powerless over any jury, and it's your first command and demand is to make the music and to be so in service to the music. And I find that really is paramount. That we really must remember to be in service to the music, that the whole wish and desire and, you know, the competitive spirit, there has to be a balance. There really must be a balance, because that's what's making this all click and revolve is the music, your music, the music, any kind of music, any form of music. I mean, music is such a high communication vibration, and it's about aligning with that, you know, just sort of meld with the vibration, and then it doesn't matter what you play, really. I mean, I think that's the beauty of this convention, too, is that we see all these forms from ethno to jazz to far out to Baroque to, you know, this total handshake of centuries and traditions and, yeah.
Wonderful. Well, that's beautiful.
I feel inspired. I mean, I'm in such a place of inspiration when I come to these things. You know, the energy, the whole thing, and the friends who came to help celebrate this Lifetime Achievement Award that I got. You know, who are coming from the outside. They just like, whoa, what is this tidal wave of love? I mean, they feel the love and the support, and I think that's really what's a beauty about it. And so advice, I think that for one thing, get to the music, meaning do it. Just be in it. Don't worry about your level, actually, and partake of that, because now there's so many opportunities. You can be in a flute choir, you can be, you know, you can just anything, you know, will work, and you can make it work. So. Definitely. And just stay with it and try not to. I think because I'm of a different generation, you know, I think the slight the distraction and the intrusion of internet life, you know, there again has to be a kind of balance so that you can cultivate that inner world as much as the outer. So,
great, wow. And do you have a website? Where can people get a hold of you?
There's a carolwincenc.com. And of course, it probably needs to be updated and enhanced. So I need to talk to you about how to get that more. But it's these sorts of venues that are very helpful to me. And for example, Natalie Joachim and Allison, who are doing Flutronics and all these wonderful internet things. So.
Right. That's the new way. Well, Carol, thank you so much for your time, for coming, for stopping by. This has been a pleasure to have Carol Wincenc with me. My name is Viviana Guzman, and we're signing off from the National Flute Association Convention 2011. Ciao.
39 years.